The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by Tampa Bay Total Wellness.
Welcome back to Bloom. Low sex drive, fatigue, anxiety, these are all symptoms that could be linked to testosterone levels in men and women. That's right, both men and women need to keep an eye on their testosterone levels. Joining me now from Tampa Bay Total Wellness is age management specialist Tami Oberbroeckling. It is great to see you, Tami.
Hi, Gail. Thank you for having us.
So this is a really interesting subject because I know men are well aware of testosterone levels and when they drop what happens, which is important, but a lot of women don't realize that we need to keep an eye on our levels as well.
Me, even as a provider, didn't realize that. I mean, we're trained to think that estrogen and progesterone are our hormones, but until I felt that depletion in my own body, did I realize what testosterone did for both of us.
So what are some of the benefits?
So testosterone is amazing. It is the longevity hormone. So testosterone keeps the body from aging. So it prevents age-related disease, dementia, Parkinson, Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, all those things we fear, but also gives us clarity of mind, focused mind, stability of mood, prevents osteoporosis. It's a pain reliever, but it is our sex hormone as well, not estrogen. Testosterone makes us feminine.
That's very interesting because the women probably think it does the exact opposite. When does our testosterone start to deplete?
So we were taught that it starts to deplete in the 30s, but we're seeing 20-year-olds that are completely depleted in testosterone, and the major contributing factor to that is stress. Cortisol and stress will deplete your hormones earlier.
Okay, and so you brought some kind of samples of what we're talking about here, and testosterone does come in different forms. So kind of talk me through it.
So yes, so there are many ways to supplement testosterone in the body, and women have many options. So it comes in creams, BLA tablets. So this is a tablet, releases the hormone lower in the intestines, so it's not, relieved by the liver. And then most of us opt for what we call pellet therapy, where the implant is placed in the body that releases a steady form of the hormone.
And you can see here that the pellets are quite small. This is the size. The one here on the left, or I guess it would be the viewer's right, is the male hormone, and the smaller one over here is the female.
And that's what I tell women all the time. The amount of testosterone we need is small compared to a typical male may receive up to 12 pellets to get their levels to where they need to be. So we need a little bit and they need a lot more to accomplish the same effects.
Very, very interesting. For men, I mean, because I've talked to you so many times, a lot of couples come to see you to kind of recharge their sex life with hormone replenishment. And so what do men gain from this?
So we kind of laugh, we call it menopause, but men, once their testosterone depletes, they get irritable, they get grumpy, they start to get those same loss of mental focus and clarity and drive. And then eventually it starts to affect them in the bedroom, and that's when couples tend to finally have that conversation, but they get that same return of function, so it can help them prevent age-related disease as well.
And it is interesting because you want to come in as a couple, guys, because you don't want one spouse or partner to be more supercharged than the other. You want to be on the same playing field.
And it's usually not a problem if one spouse comes. Usually the other follows shortly because they see such a difference in their significant other that they want to know what's kind of going on.
Very interesting. Well, thank you so much for sharing this. I know this could be an eye-opener for a lot of folks.
It is, and it's actually a fun and exciting industry to be in.
Absolutely. All right, you can get your blood work and lab results now by calling Tampa Bay Total Wellness. The number is on your screen, 813-609-4150, or go to tampabaytotalwellness.com. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Tampa Bay Total Wellness.